Welcome back to White Mountains Livestock. Have you ever wondered what pigs eat? Well, you're in the right place, because we're going to tell you coming up. Welcome back to the ranch. Now, like I said in the intro, what do pigs eat? Well, that's an interesting answer, and we're going to hit that here in just a second. But first off, if you're new here, welcome. We're glad to have you. Don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, and we'll go get you a glass of tea while you do that. Anyway, so pigs, what do they eat? Well, pretty much whatever the heck they want. Pigs are what's known as an omnivore. Well, swine in general, they're omnivores. They'll eat meat, they'll eat vegetables, they'll eat, it doesn't really matter, they'll eat whatever they want. There are some things they should not have, rutabaga, onions, those kind of things. Now, what do we feed ours? Well, we feed ours a combination of grain. Okay, it's a combination of wheat, corn, soy, and food-grade diatomaceous earth. Now, we add the diatomaceous earth in for a very specific reason. It's actually the reason that we add are added into all the feed for all of our animals out here on the ranch. One, wormers are expensive, and they're what? They're chemicals, okay? I'm not a fan of having my body loaded up with all kinds of garbage that something was created in a lab somewhere, okay? I want the real deal. So because of that, we give it to our hogs. It acts as a natural dewormer. Now, diatomaceous earth is nothing more than crushed up seashells. Now, it's just crushed up extremely fine. You can put it in your hand. You can go like this. In fact, I can show you some here in just a minute. It's like your flour would be in your kitchen. Now, we give it to these guys because it helps with their digestional health. It helps deworm them. There's a lot of benefits to it. We give it to all the animals, the horses, the dogs, the cat, the hogs. It doesn't matter. They all get it, even a donkey, okay? They all get it. Now, the specific grains that we give these guys, like I said, is corn, soy, wheat, and then the diatomaceous earth. Now, we get it from a local dairy. We just picked up 1,000 pounds about a couple of weeks ago, so that'll last these guys a few months. But what we do and how we store it is we do not have a grain silo. Those things are not cheap. We ain't made out of money, so we work with what we got. So, barrels. Now, what's nice about these, that snap ring lid on them, so we can get right up in there. Boom, right to that grain, keeps the weather out. Then we got these dry packs in there. Okay, so it helps keep that moisture from getting into the grain. So let's go ahead and show you exactly what it is that we got going on here. So this right here is what we feed our hogs, all right? You can see the corn in there, the soy, the diatomaceous earth, the wheat, it's all there, okay? That's what they get. Now, once in a while, they'll get a treat or something, and we'll throw them a little bit of Little Caesars. Since the wife manages one, we'll, really, guys? Y'all throwing mud all over this thing already? Man. Bunch of meanies. But anyway, so once in a while, they'll get a treat. They'll get some Little Caesars. Now, we don't feed them pepperoni. We do not feed them pork. For the same reason a person doesn't want to eat a person. Okay, over time, it causes some serious issues upstairs, up in the brain housing group. And we don't want crazy hogs, right? I mean, Tidbit, she's between 400 and 500 pounds right now, and I don't want her mad at me. Now, she's chased me out of there a couple times trying to move these babies, but not really something I would recommend doing for sport. So, the diatomaceous earth, let's go ahead and show you that, actually. I just showed you the grain, so you can see the DE in there. But, now this bag got a little tore up. Sorry, I got the camera a little close there. Y'all don't want to see me that much, I can tell you that. So what we got, the bag got a little tore up. Actually, the night before we went down, we had it sitting down here up against our little trash tub here. It's not actually trash, but it was actually sitting right here, and the night before we went to the dairy to get this stuff mixed in, something actually got a hold of that bag. So that's our scale for feeding, which we'll get to that one in a minute. So this is diatomaceous earth. Okay, that's all it is. That's it. It's just a powder. Okay, there's nothing special about it. It's just seashells. That's all it is. Okay, now it does when you're loading it out of a grain silo, it does make it rather dusty, but you know, it's okay. So now, so you've seen the grain, you've seen diatomaceous earth, so now you know what it is that we feed the hogs, and that you can feed your hogs. Now the next question comes up is, okay, well, I know what to feed them. Well, how much do I feed them? How much? I don't know. Do I give them 20 pounds a day? Absolutely not. At no point do you ever need to give one hog 20 pounds of feed per day, okay? That is absolutely insane. Our rule of thumb out here is for every month of age, they get 1 pound of feed, capping at 6 months. So if they're a month old, they get 1 pound of feed. If they're 2 months old, they get 2 pounds of feed. And we continue increasing like that until we hit 6 months. Once we hit 6 months, that's it. They get 6 pounds a day. That's capped out for them. Unless, okay, unless we have a pregnant or a lactating sow. In that case, they go to 11 pounds per day. Now, during the winter, we also increase their feed. We go up to about 8 pounds a day during the winter, because their bodies, they're trying to keep warm, so they're burning up more calories. We want to keep those in them so we can keep them good. Now these guys, the babies, they've got to be, temperature has got to be regulated for them when they're young. When they get to like tidbit size, this last winter, we hit 7 below, they were fine. They were cold. Now they were cold, so we threw some straw and stuff in here that they kind of roll up in to warm up a little bit, and they do. In those temperatures, you don't want them by themselves because they will huddle together to keep each other warm. So there's things like that you really got to remember. We hit 7 below zero up here this year, which was absolutely ridiculous for the desert. I ain't used to it. I was suffering. Now it's like 83 degrees and I'm dying. So apparently we acclimated over the winter. But so water is critical. Food is critical. When you're giving them grains like this, they're going to go through more water, okay? They're dry. They're going to dry their mouth out. Same thing as you getting a cotton mouth. They're going to go through more water, so you got to account for that. So actually next week's video, we're actually doing a second water barrel for these guys. Right now I'm keeping about 55 gallons of water down here for them at all times. They go through that in about a day and a half to 2 days. So if we have to, like Monday, we were out of town, today's Thursday, we were out of town Monday, and we topped them off Sunday night. And when we got back, and when we come out, it was late yesterday morning when we got back, we come out and they were almost out of water. So I threw a couple gallons in there to get them through yesterday and last night, and I'm filling them up today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this other barrel up. We're gonna get that cut. We're gonna get that nipple drinker on that. We're gonna get that filled up over here for these guys. That way they've got 110 gallons of water down here for them. Since we're hauling water, it's a real pain in the butt. Eventually, once we get another piece of property, we're gonna tie their watering system directly into the water lines. It's gonna be turn it on and forget it. Okay, so when we get to that point later on down the road, next year, 2 years, whatever it may be, when we get another piece of property, we're going to be taking it from absolutely nothing and growing it into a full functioning ranch. So you guys will definitely want to subscribe and stick around for all that. Check all that out. That's going to be pretty cool. So that's that. We got them in the mud. We got their food done. So now you know what they eat. They will eat anything. We've pulled pieces of rabbit out of here. We've lost a ton. I think we lost probably 25, 30 chickens to these guys. All hens, all laying hens. They didn't touch the roosters. We got like 9 of them guys running around here. But that's that. So that's what pigs will eat. Pretty much whatever they want. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you don't know the difference between a pig and a hog, check out that playlist right up here. It's got all kinds of pig related information in it. If you're looking at getting into raising hogs for your own, whether you're on your homestead or your farm, or you're in the middle of town, you just want to make your neighbors mad, check your city ordinances first. But there you go. That's everything you're gonna need to know to get started, okay? Anyway, guys, thanks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Thanks again, and we will see you guys next time.